Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for another movie review. That's another fine mess you've got me into. No, we're not talking about HMV. No, I am just on my way into Cine World here in Dover to see the new Laurel. No, we haven't had any alcohol. Laurel and Hardy movie. Ollie and what's it called? Stan and Ollie. Yes, not Laurel and Hardy. Stan and Ollie. Have to be a little bit different. And it's got some good reviews, so looking forward to it. Can't believe Alan Partridge is playing Stan. That was a bit of unusual casting, but I am looking forward to seeing it and to see how, what's his name, John Riley or something, whatever his name is. Yeah, he was in Kong Skull Island, and looking forward to seeing the film. So let us get into the cinema, get our bottoms comfortable on the chair with our popcorn and our flavoured water and a banana, and see what the film was like, and I'll give you my little review after the film. Let's go. Are we going to be on our own again? So just come out of the cinema. What did I think? Brilliant. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. This is the story of Stan and Ollie as they were big in Hollywood at the time in the 30s. The story starts out in the 30s, the backlot, Hollywood backlot, and they're at the top of their game at the time. It then skips forward like 16 years to the 50s. They're not as big anymore, but they're touring various places, and they tour the UK and Ireland, playing some little small theatres, not selling out, that kind of thing, but just keeping their act going. Their love-hate relationship, you know, some ill feelings that they have towards each other because of certain deals that are made, contracts and things like that. And it also tells the backstory of their wives, which is, I think, played brilliantly, especially from Stan's wife's point of view, and their animosity towards each other. But in the end, it kind of like all works out. So that's basically it. It's the story of their friendship. It's the story of their rise, their fall, their rise again, and just a good, really good story. And as a person that grew up watching Laurel and Hardy, there were certain scenes in this film that just brought lots of memories back to watching those old black and white movies. The casting is genius. So far as like Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury, I said previously, was absolutely perfect casting. This was, in my opinion, this was flawless casting. I know I joked about Steve Coogan, you know, Alan Partridge playing Stan, but my God, did he play Stan? All sorts of little mannerisms. It's just the way he looked. The way he looked really did resemble him, and he brought everything that we remember about Stan to the screen. So far as John C. Reilly as Ollie or Babe, yeah, wow. Obviously they fatted him up ran the old chins and put a couple of extra chins on and a fat pad and all that kind of stuff. They should have just asked me to play it. I would have done it, but I wouldn't have done it anyway near a good job as John C. Reilly. It's just all these little things, all these little catchphrases and all these little character moments and mannerisms that these two had together on screen was absolutely perfect. And so far as on the audience in the film, when they were watching them on stage laughing, there was kind of an element of that in the cinema as well. It was quite a packed cinema. I was the youngest one there. Everybody was like over 70. But people were laughing. And there was one particular scene with the railway station scene, with the ticket office and that. People were laughing out loud. And it was hysterically funny. It was hysterically funny. It was brilliantly done. And it really did remind me of how funny Laurel and Hardy really are. So yeah, I'll give them props for that total. But it was a brilliant film. Some beautiful visuals as well. Especially like when they go to London and you've got the old cars, you know, the 1930s or the 1950s cars and the buses and just the whole look of it. It had such an authentic feel to it. So yeah, that was really good. It was only an hour and a half long, which really is perfect. It's just about the right amount of time. You don't need to stretch it out Avengers Infinity style, you know, 2.5 hours. But yeah, it was an absolutely brilliant film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And these two, I don't know if there's any Oscar buzz. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be a very interesting Oscars to have this film up with Bohemian Rhapsody and all these actors. It's certainly going to be interesting to watch, but absolutely brilliant. And I never thought for one moment that there would be this kind of response or this kind of reaction to Steve Coogan playing this character, but he got it spot on, absolutely spot on, but absolutely perfect. And with the makeup on John C. Reilly, sometimes, my God, you had to do a double take. Sometimes at some certain angles, holy crap, it was him. But that was my feeling anyway. That's what I think about the film. As I say, bloody thoroughly enjoyed it. On a rating, I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. One of the best films. So I can't say one of the best films of the year because we're only like, what, 10, 11 days into the year. But from what I've seen so far, thoroughly enjoyed it. This could very well end up being on my top 10 list at the end of the year. So yeah, brilliant film. Go and see it. Absolutely, you'll love it. So I hope you enjoyed my little review of Stan and Ollie. Give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I shall see you on the next video. Goodbye, everybody. I'm going home now to get some din-dins. Bye.